Last night, the Angels had their backs to the wall in the bottom of the ninth inning, but then the fireworks began. Josh Hamilton's clutch home run tied the game, while Eric Ibar's walk-off hit ended it. Tonight, the Halos look to stay hot as Big Bad Boston comes to town. Red Sox, Angels next. Well, you knew it was going to be a tough homestand with the Cardinals and the Red Sox rolling into town, but the Angels took 2 of 3 from St. Louis. And tonight, on this Friday night, beautiful night for baseball, it's the Boston Red Sox, starting a 3-game set. Hi, everybody, from inside the Big A and alongside my broadcast partner, Mark Gubas. I'm Victor Rojas. So glad you could join us once again for Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West. And, of course, last night, the heroics last night began with a broken bat single off the bat of Albert Pujols. As much as Adam Wainwright was cruising all along, that's all it took to kind of start the ball rolling for the Angels.
Yeah, Victor, that was a lot of fun last night. You knew at some point Pujols was going to be able to get that clutch hit against his former teammates. And granted, it wasn't squared up, but it got the job done. All of a sudden, the momentum shifts to the Angels. And Josh Hamilton, did he ever square that baseball? His weight shift towards the baseball, drives it out to dead center field, ties it up, then the approach is thereafter. Howie Kendrick, Trumbo, but then the big swing of the game, for me, Eric Ibar, after 2 fly ball outs, he squared that one up there, got that ball into center field, and the excitement, especially when you come back against a team like the Cardinals with Wainwright starting that 9th inning. So you got to be able to keep that momentum going, but the approaches and the quiet confidence this team has had over the last 9 games, winning 8 of 9, and the approach with runners in scoring position, fantastic.
Second meeting of the year between these two teams. The Red Sox took 2 of 3 at Fenway Park. And tonight, a battle of left-handers. Felix Doubront going for Boston, and C.J. Wilson is towing the slab for the Angels. We are just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. We're going to bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. Angels baseball is brought to you by Boston Red Sox. The Angels not wasting any time in taking the field here tonight. And folks still coming into the ballpark. Had a great crowd last night, over 42,000 in the house. A lot of folks already here. A lot of Red Sox fans as usual. And we will take a look at the starting lineup for John Farrell, the manager of the Boston Red Sox. His starting nine tonight. Boston sitting atop the division in the American League East with a 53-34 record. Have Jacoby Ellsbury leading things off in center field. Shane Victorino is in right. Dustin Pedroia in second. Mike Napoli serving as the DH. Johnny Gomes at left field. Daniel Nava at first base tonight. Brandon Snyder at third. Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching. And Jose Iglesias batting ninth and playing shortstop. Taking on C.J. Wilson, who comes into this one with an 8-5 mark at a 3.63 ERA.
Yeah, he's been throwing the ball much better of late. 26 innings pitched in his 4 starts, 7 earned runs allowed. 5-2 in his career versus the Red Sox when he are 2.85, 5-1 as a starter against the Sox.
He saw no Big Papi in the starting 9 for John Farrell. Ortiz with tough numbers against C.J. Wilson as we take a look at the defense behind C.J. tonight. J.B. Shuck is at left. Mike Trout is at center. Josh Hamilton in right. The infield consists of Alberto Callasco, Eric Ibar, Howie Kendrick, and Mark Trumbo. From third to first, and Chris Iannetta behind the plate.
Chris Iannetta getting the start behind the plate to catch C.J. Wilson, and a couple really good starts with C.J. at home against Seattle and New York, in which he pitched 14 innings, just 2 earned runs allowed. Very close to his home team growing up, the Red Sox, but very good numbers as far as batting average and very comfortable catching C.J. Wilson.
Second time that C.J. has faced the Boston Red Sox. Remember the day-night doubleheader at Fenway Park on a Saturday. C.J. struggled in that one, gave up some early runs, lasted just 5 innings, threw 104 pitches in those 5 innings. 4 runs, 3 earned on 8 hits and 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. But 8 career starts. You see the overall numbers for him. Coming off 4 straight wins, 2 here at home, 2 out on the road, the last 2 at Detroit and at Houston. Jacoby Ellsbury ready to lead things off, and just like the St. Louis Cardinals, who just left town, this is a very good hitting ball club, the Red Sox. Ellsbury looks at a strike. Jacoby, the leadoff man, in the midst of a 14-game hitting streak. 303 batting average, has a couple of home runs, 30 runs batted in. Callasco in on the grass, and it's a check swing, breaks his bat, bounces it back to C.J., whose shot puts it over to first, and we have the first out of the game. Take a look at our Hyundai key to the game before Shane Victorino steps up.
Aerosmith, train kept it rolling. When you have that momentum, especially when you come back against a team like the Cardinals, to maintain that momentum, the starting pitcher has to do that. And right there, 2 quality pitches by C.J. to get Ellsbury, who's been red hot during that 14-game hit streak, hitting over 400, gets the first out of the game. Momentum set by the starting pitcher.
So with 1 out, nobody on, Shane Victorino will step to the plate. .289 average for Victorino. 3 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Has spent some time on the disabled list this year. That was just below the knees. Wilson falls behind at 2 balls and no strikes. Victorino spent time with the DEL in May. Left hamstring strain as he looks at a strike switch hitter. First season with Boston. This one lifted in the air on the first base side. Trumbo to foul territory. Makes the grab, 2 outs. That's the Red Sox at 53-34 in first place in the East. 22-8-18 down on the road this year. John Farrell in his first season at the helm after managing the Toronto Blue Jays. A little bit of time here in Southern California with the Angels.
He's done a real nice job with this club, considering where a lot of people expected from them coming into the season. A lot of changes in their roster. Weren't expected to compete, but they've been a very effective club offensively, and their 2 big
Starters in Buckholz, who's injured right now, and John Lester started off very strong. John Lackey throwing the ball very well for him also.
Dustin Pedroia at the plate. He looks at a strike. Pedroia, the second baseman. Another good season for him. .325 batting average, 5 home runs, 49 runs batted in, and we saw him all over the field against the Angels at Fenway Park. Some fine defensive plays as that pitch misses in.
And you're right, he was everywhere. Always in position to help out his teammates.
Bounces this one to second. Now he's got it. And a 1-2-3 inning for C.J. Wilson. We will head to the bottom of the first. It's J.B. Shuck, Mike Trout, and Albert Pujols coming up with no score. Frame with a couple of groundouts and a pop-up. So take a look at Mike Scioscia starting 9 for tonight. The Angels at the start of the day 8.5 back in the West in third place with a 41-44 mark. They will have J.B. Shuck leading things off at left field. Mike Trout is in center. Albert Pujols back at DH. Mark Trumbo at first base. Howie Kendrick at second. Josh Hamilton drops down. He is in right field with a left-hander on the mound. Alberto Callasco at third. Chris Sinet is doing the catching, and Eric Ibar batting 9. And playing shortstop, taking on the 25-year-old left-hander native of Venezuela by the name of Felix Dubron.
Dubron fastball 88-93, throws a cut fastball, curveball, changeup. Not overpowering, pitches to contact, will give up his fair share of hits.
J.B. Shuck comes in batting .293 on the year. 10 doubles, a triple, 20 runs batted in. And a 1-for-3 night last night with a single. Snyder playing in on the grass at third base as J.B. looks at a strike. Angels 4th in the American League in batting average, 7th in runs, 3rd in on-base percentage, 6th in slugging. So this one's out toward left center field. Ellsbury moving over. One away. Let's check out the Red Sox defensively tonight. We saw Ellsbury in center. Gomes and Victorino will flank him in the outfield. Infield consistent Snyder, Iglesias, Pedroia, and Nava from third to first. Saltalamacchia behind the plate.
And we talked about Pedroia when he was up at the plate. Certainly an outstanding fielder at second base. Gold Glove winner a couple times over for the Red Sox. It's one error of the season at .997 fielding percentage. Is everywhere and also makes those clutch plays at the end of the game.
There's Mike Trout. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball's upstairs. Trout .314 average. This after getting 2 Wainwright last night. 1 for 4. 2 RBIs singled in that third inning. Couple of hits the night before. Takes down low. 2 balls, no strikes. 13 home runs and 55 runs batted in. His 25 doubles and 6 triples. This one shot down the right field line. Long run over for Victorino. Not going to get there. Hits the base of the wall. Trout on his way to second with a 1-out double.
That's a pretty good power the other way to hit the wall like that. hitting from the right side, right down the right field line. 26 double for Mike Trout. It's a fastball away, but it was elevated. A great job of getting through the baseball, using the barrel of the bat to get good contact and drives that right to the wall, the short wall in right field. Fortunate enough for Victorino, that ball is checked up against the wall. Otherwise, it goes away and it's a triple.
So, man in scoring position here in the first for Albert. Albert mired in a pretty big slump. 5 for his last 45, hitting .244 on the year. DeBron delivers a strike. 18 doubles, 13 home runs, and 49 runs batted in for Albert. This is broken bat, bouncer to third. Snyder across the diamond. 2 outs. We've seen that and said that quite a bit for Albert of late.
Boy, a lot of bats broken on pitches on the inside part of the plate. The pitcher's running fastballs in on Pujols.
Last Albert RBI was the double to straightaway center field in Detroit, the last road trip. So 2 outs now. Trout still at second. Here's Mark Trumbo. 6-game hitting streak for Mark. She's gone 8 for 25. .254 batting average. 19 home runs. Homered last night. 53 runs batted in. As that one misses outside. Halos faced DeBron in game 1 of that day-night doubleheader on the 8th of June. DeBron took the loss in that one. Just 3 runs and 6 hits and 6 innings of work, had 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. Big lead for Trout at second. No score here in the first. Way outside.
It seemed like DeBron's going to be real careful as far as throwing strikes to Trumbo here. Well, you got to be careful, especially with Howie Kendrick on deck. Got great career numbers against Red Sox pitching.
Swing and miss, took something off. 2-1. Trout doubling down the right field line, his 26th of the year. He stands at second base. Angels last night 2 for 4 men in scoring position, and the homestand 6 for now 16. The 2-1 pitch. This was shot toward right field. Victorino moving back is there, and the inning comes to an end. 1 out double. Stranded in scoring position. We played 1 here at the Big A. We have no score. Nava against C.J. Wilson. Take a look at our standings presented by Kia. Mentioned the Angels at 8.5 back. Seattle's taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Texas hosting the Houston Astros tonight. And Oakland, is that wrapped up yet?
No, they're leading. Yeah, leading 6-0 in the bottom of the ninth.
First one from Wilson. Lifted in the air to shallow right field. Kendrick going out. Hamilton calls him off. One out.
A nice cut fastball by CJ against Napoli. It's a routine fly ball to right field with that cutter.
Napoli's been struggling of late, especially with the extra base hits. Johnny Gomes will step to the plate. .237 average for Gomes, getting a start tonight in left field. 6 home runs, has 22 RBIs. First one's in for a strike. Gomes has himself a 6-game hitting streak. 32-year-old from Petaluma, California. Last year with the Oakland A's. One ball, one strike. Fitted nicely with Oakland last year. And one of the big reasons why Boston, as they revamped their roster, decided to bring him on board once again.
Yeah, they wanted some energy type players. He's been very hot of late. Had a good homestand for the Red Sox. 7 for 14. The guy that likes to jump on a fastball.
Way outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks at a strike, 2-2.
Boy, real good location. That 94-mile-an-hour fastball from C.J. Wilson, right on the outside corner.
Two from C.J. Drops down and missed. Full count now.
Well, the one thing about that is a left-handed pitcher, you drop down against a right-handed batter, that fastball will run into the power zone for a swing like a guy like Johnny Gomes. It's a dangerous pitch for CJ.
It would seem that that pitch is more effective against left-handed batters.
Exactly.
Here's the payoff, and he walked it. So a 1-out walk, and Boston has its first base runner of the night. CJ will work from the stretch to Daniel Nava. Back at Fenway Park, we saw Nava out at right field, but playing first base tonight. He was a hitting machine against the Angels that weekend at Fenway. .284 batting average, 10 home runs, and 49 runs batted in for Nava. Redwood City, California.
Yeah, he was 5 for 13.
And his outs were loud. One ball, no strikes.
He's certainly a guy that can get a ground ball double play, especially when he's sitting to this side of the plate.
And it's 2 balls and no strikes now. Wilson seemed to have lost the strike zone. You wonder if that little drop down kind of does something to you a little bit.
Yeah, every once in a while, because it throws your mechanics out of whack, at least for a few pitches, and we've seen that since that point, not following through on those last 2 fastballs to Nava.
Mentioned Nava hitting .284, .233 from the right side with a couple of home runs. 2-0 pitch. Takes a strike. And even that one didn't look like he finished his pitch.
Yeah, he wants to be able to reach out almost as a pitcher. You want almost to be able to grab that dirt as you follow through. That means you're getting over the front leg effectively and not recoiling on your throw.
Red Sox first in stolen bases in the American League with 66. Jacoby Ellsbury with 33. Pedroia has 13.
And a lot of that at the top of the order. 55 of those stolen bases. The top 3 guys in their lineup.
Two balls and 1 strike, 1 out. Gomes with a walk stands at first base. CJ finally settles on one of the signs that he likes. 2-1. Outside, 3-1.
Well, you want to get back into that comfort zone if you're CJ Wilson right now. This Boston club can score on you in a hurry, especially when you gift base runners with walks.
Well, he saw how that happened and how that affected Jerome Williams a couple of nights ago, gifting base runners to the St. Louis Cardinals. 7-run second inning, because Jerome did not last very long in that ball game. He will be making the start tomorrow night against Boston.
When Tim Timmons, the first base umpire, can't see necessarily to throw over from CJ to first base with the sunlight right in his eyes.
Nava fouls it off. Full count now.
Certainly have a chance at a strike him out, throw him out here. Chris Iannett and CJ Wilson. Nava's unable to make contact.
CJ with a very easy 1-2-3 inning. Got the first out on 1 pitch, retiring Mike Napoli on a fly ball to right. Gomes doesn't go, and Nava grounds it through the right side, a base hit. Gomes will stop at second as Hamilton was playing shallow. And Boston has 2 on with 1 out. And Brandon Snyder coming to the plate.
Boy, Nava continues to swing the bat well against the Angels. That's a pretty good approach on a 3-2 pitch. Fastball away, went with the pitch, got it in the hole between first and second.
Snyder, the third baseman, 5 games this year with Boston, 4 for 16. Has a home run, 6 runs batted in. Takes outside, so CJ has fallen behind. Last couple of batters. Two and out. And Mike Butcher will come out and pay a visit in the second inning. Snyder originally in the Baltimore Orioles organization, first round pick, 13th overall back in 05.
This is one thing this Red Sox club does, makes you work to throw strikes. And also a lot of foul balls. The work counts extremely well.
Which is something you can hang your hat on if you're close to the strike zone. CJ has not been close to the strike zone. So really, CJ digging himself a hole as opposed to the Red Sox laying off some tough pitches. Laz Diaz has decided to join in the conversation.
That's a long conversation on the mound. .24 pitches thrown for CJ, 12 strikes, 12 out of the strike zone.
This is how CJ got into trouble at Fenway Park, too. Able to throw strikes consistently. 1 out, 2 on. Snyder with a 2-ball, no strike count. This one lifted in the air toward right center field. Trout and Hamilton. Mike Trout there. This catch. Gomes not going anywhere. 2 outs.
And here's tonight's Coors Light Cold Hard Fact. Speaking of CJ Wilson, he's won 4 straight starts. The last Angel lefty to do so, Joe Saunders, won 5 straight back in 2008. The Cold Hard Fact is brought to you by Frost Brew Coors Light.
CJ disposing of the Yankees and the Mariners on the 14th and 19th of June, and then out on the road against the Tigers and the Astros. The one against the Tigers helped out by the offense. CJ gave up 5 runs in 5 innings, 107 pitches. Angels scoring 14 runs in that game. Jared Saltalamacchia looks at his strike. Switch hitting catcher. This year hitting .260. Has 8 home runs and 32 runs batted in. 185 hitter this year from the right side, 282 from the left. Gomes with a big lead at second. Nava the trail runner at first. That's up and in.
Their first pitch, a cut fastball in, backed it up with a 4-seam fastball up and in.
Two balls, 1 strike.
We're staying in on the hands of Saltalamacchia, who's got 2 home runs this season against Angel pitching, 3 for 8 overall with 2 home runs and 4 RBI this season.
Outfield straight around, normal depth against Saltalamacchia. Again, Wilson and Iadena taking some time to rifle through the signs, especially now with the man at second. 2-1. That's ripped to left field. J.B. Shuck coming in. He'll play it on a hop, and he misplays the ball. That'll bring home 2 runs, and Boston leads it 2-0. Almost as if J.B. Shuck got caught in between yet again, thinking that he was going to go after the baseball, and then the ball played him.
And a commitment early on to think he can come in to make the play in the air. And then the baseball checked and got over his head quickly. Instead of being just a single and an RBI, ends up driving in 2 runs.
With 2 outs, you figure you take your chances of making that ball. The catch on that ball, especially as close as it was to your body. And it goes as a single. An error on Shuck. 1 RBI for Saltalamacchia, who ends up at second base. So 2-0 Boston here in the second. The dreaded 2-out hit against the Angels. JB charged with his second error. Jose Iglesias, the shortstop, .411 batting average. Misses down low. 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, another 2-0 count in this inning for CJ. It's the 4th of this inning.
Two-one count. A walk to Gomes, the single by Nava on a 3-2 pitch. The single by Saltalamacchia, who, after getting 2 pitches in off the plate, certainly wasn't going to look for a third one in off the plate. Drove it out to left field. 3-1.
But it's one of those plays as an outfielder, the commitment at that point, your first step, you think in terms of, I'm going to be able to catch that ball in the air. Worst case scenario, if you slide in there, you try to keep the baseball in front of your body.
Yeah.
And if it does, not win your glove. That indecision at times comes back and haunts you because it will bounce over your head like it did to JB.
This will rip foul as a full count. Yeah, the worst case scenario is exactly what happened. If you dive, you don't make the catch, 2 runs are going to score, and Saltalamacchia is going to be on the bases, whether it's at second or at third. That little stutter step cost him, and then all you can hope for there is that the ball hits your glove and stays there. Saltalamacchia picks up his 33rd RBI. Long second inning for C.J. Wilson. 2 outs. Full count on Iglesias. Ellsbury, the leadoff man's on deck.
Part of this too is the pace of the game when you're on the mound, when you're not working quickly at this point, and CJ's not at this point, it makes it more difficult for a defender to have that first quick step to make that decision to make a play.
And again, Iglesias tired of waiting.
Well, if you look out in the field right now, all the defenders are standing with their hands on their hip. Well, when that baseball comes at you awfully quick. You don't have a lot of time to make a decision as a defender, but you want to be on your toes as much as possible.
And he walked it. Second walk issued by C.J. And now he'll have to face Ellsbury with 2 on and 2 outs. And again, it goes back kind of what we've seen from C.J. Wilson over a year and a half. There's always that 1 or 2 innings that things kind of blow up on him. And this is a guy that came off a 1-2-3 very easy first inning and then got the first out of this second inning on 1 pitch. At that point, momentum's on your side, at least you would think.
Yeah, especially very similar to what we saw from Jerome when he had that first inning. We both looked at each other and said, hey, we're in for a real good game with Jerome on the hill. Then all of a sudden it fell apart with some walks.
Ellsbury broke his bat as he hit a comebacker in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. Saltalamacchia at second, Iglesias at first. Ground ball to second. Howie's got it. This inning finally comes to an end, but Boston strikes first. They get a couple of runs on a couple of hits and an error by J.B. Shunk as they lead at 2-0. Second, we would like to send our hearty congratulations to the Weavers, Jared and Kristen, on the birth of their first son, Aiden David, born at 2:48 this afternoon, checked in at 8 pounds and 21 inches. Everyone is resting comfortably and already throwing changeups.
Great arm angle, too.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Talking to Jared just the other day when he thought the day may be. They talked about maybe inducing labor on Sunday night, but Aiden came into this world knowing that his dad was going to take him out on Sunday. Good effort by him.
Yeah. Kendrick Hamilton and Kayaspa for the Angels here in the second. Now he takes upstairs. Kendrick at .318 batting average, has 9 home runs, 38 runs batted in. Scored the winning run last night. He followed the Hamilton home run with a single up the middle. 1-1. 1 for 4 night for Kendrick. Slow breaking pitches in there. 1-2. Howie with his .318 batting average, 6th in the American League. That category.
He tracked that curveball pretty well too. Even though it was 76, did a good job of staying back.
Two balls, 2 strikes. DeBron's got a little Andy Pettit in him, it looks like, just from a delivery standpoint.
He definitely creates real good downward action with his pitches. He's got good balance over the pitching rubber. Very good as far as working downhill.
Off speed, got Kendrick swinging. First strikeout for DeBron. First out here in the second.
Let's take a look at our AT&T Universe Rewind. Last night, with Pujols on first, the Angels down by 2. Josh Hamilton to dead center field. 2-run home run ties the game up. The Angels eventually win it on a walk-off base hit by Eric Ibar.
Takes outside for ball 1. 9-game hitting streak for Josh, in which he's gotten 12 for 30. 226 average, 11 home runs, 31 runs batted in. They play the overshift big time on Hamilton as he waves at that one. Tried to hold up but couldn't. It's 1-1. This is an extreme pull overshift. I think I've seen this kind of an alignment. Pedroia playing almost behind first base, a traditional first base position.
Especially since, you know, this 9-game history for Hamilton, the majority of those hits have all been to the left side of the field.
Yeah. They kept Iglesias a shortstop at shortstop, with Josh bounces this one off the glove, and that's going to go for an infield base hit. Make that a 10-game hitting streak for Hamilton. And a man on.
Again, hitting the ball to that side of the field off the glove. Brought unable to make the play. Once that off the glove, no chance to be able to recover in time to throw out Hamilton, and runs very well down the line.
Man on with 1 out here in the second, down 2-0. Callaspo at the plate. Braun apparently has got something near his eye. And Alberto, 265 batting average, is 4 home runs, 31 runs batted in. You had 1 for 4 yesterday. Cinco with a run scored. Down and in. Alberto hitting .229 from the right side, .281 from the left side this year. His 4 home runs are split down the middle, 2 from each.
Braun has given up 7 home runs this year, 6 to right-handed batters.
This one down towards center. Ellsbury tracking it down. 2 outs. Hey, Denny's Family Sundays are the perfect way to spend time with your family on Sunday. Free activities for kids in the right field pavilion include a variety of games, as well as arts and crafts. The next Family Sunday takes place
this Sunday?
This Sunday at 5:05 p.m. against the Boston Red Sox. To purchase your tickets, visit angels.com today. Remember, that's a 5:05 start on Sunday. Good old Sunday night baseball. 2 outs, 1 on. Chris Sinet at the plate. Bounces this one off his foot. It's a 0-1 count. Chris hitting .211. 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. And Congress started the last 2 consecutive games.
And hit a .355 career hitter against the Red Sox with a home run and 7 RBIs.
One ball, one strike. DuBron last year made 29 starts for Boston. 11-10 mark and a 4.86 ERA. Red Sox 5th in the American League as far as team ERA. Bullpen has had its ups and downs this year as that one's down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. John Lester on the right, John Lackey on the left. Lackey will face Weaver on Sunday night. Lackey's thrown the ball well of late.
Yeah, he's got his fastball consistently rushing up there, 93 to 96 for Lackey.
2-1 pitch. 3 balls and a strike. So Laz Diaz not calling that bottom part of the strike zone, at least not yet.
We'll see if this does indeed catch the bottom part of the strike zone, and it does. Couple of pitches in that part of the strike zone. Good hitters count now for Iannetta.
Ibar's on deck. 3-1, foul back. So with a full count of 2 outs, Hamilton will be off the pitch.
Had a pretty good swing at that fastball. Brunt challenged him. 3-1.
Boston scoring twice in the second off C.J. Wilson. Sent 7 men to the plate. Hamilton takes off. The 3-2 is outside, and he walked up. So 2 on now. 2 outs, and Ibar coming up.
Talk about having the right guy come up in this situation. Eric Ibar's been fantastic, driving in runs, hitting well with runners in scoring position. Last 20 games, 19 RBI. 364 average for Ibar.
Game winner last night. 4th career walk-off RBI for Eric. First time since September of '09. There's his batting average of .290 with that 3-hit performance. 33 runs batted in. Got Hamilton at second, Iannetta at first. Ibar shoots one over to short. One hopper. Iglesias over to Pedroia. The inning comes to an end. No runs. 1 hit, 2 left on. We played 2. Boston still on top.
coming up later in the game. We'll have the Carl's Jr. Sports Update. All-star rosters will be announced tomorrow. Big Fox, Derek Jeter's set to begin a rehab assignment, which is good news for the Yankees, who won today on a walk-off comeback victory versus Baltimore 3-2 in New York.
Vernon Wells with a walk-off. And A-Rod got washed out today. They got rained out. Oh, everyone.
There's a lot of sighing going on.
CJ to face 2, 3, and 4 for Boston here in the third. Victorino, Pedroia, and Napoli after facing 7 batters, giving up 2 hits and 2 walks in that second inning. Victorino popped out to Mark Trumbo his first time up. First one's in for a strike. One ball, one strike. Victorino signing a multi-year deal in the offseason with the Red Sox. And as the Flying Hawaiian finished up last year with the Dodgers, which, by the way, was his originating ball club.
He was a fan favorite in Philadelphia, that's for sure. That World Championship club.
This one shot to the alley at right center field. Hamilton giving chase, and he will track it down. As a matter of fact, I remember calling an Arizona Fall League season for MLB.com. This would have been, I'm trying to remember, it had to have been 01, 02 maybe. And he was still with the Dodgers, and then the San Diego Padres made him a Rule 5 pick. That's how he got to the big leagues.
He's got a lot of speed, a lot of energy. Talked about this Red Sox changing the face of that organization, making a lot of roster moves, a lot more of those gritty type players, and Victorino certainly fits that mold.
Pedroia grounded out to end the first inning, so he's 0 for 1.
That's a real good play by Hamilton running down that ball. Off the bat, I thought they had a chance of splitting the gap and being a double.
Not quite as warm today as we've had it here the last couple of days. One pitch. Breaking ball. 2 balls and a strike. 2 hits for both sides. Austin is stranded 2. The Angels have 3 on base. One of the runs that Boston scored in the second unearned. That Shuck error. Ibar can't get to this one. And Pedroia is on board with a 1-out hit.
Pedroia now 9 for 19 against CJ. Fastball right in the middle part of the plate. Pedroia doesn't miss that too often. Home run totals down for him, but not as far as the batting average and getting on base.
Yeah, he was 3rd in the American League at the start of the day in hits with 108, now with 109. 3rd in batting average behind Cabrera and Davis. Crush Davis, that is.
What a season he's having. Not only the home runs, but it's doubles also.
There's Napoli. And already some articles being written about Chris Davis and the insinuation that perhaps he's getting help just because he's putting up those type of numbers. And you really start looking at his numbers in the minor leagues. He put up those type of numbers. He hit a lot of home runs.
He didn't get much of an opportunity to play every day down in Texas. That's the reality behind it. He's getting an everyday job. Buck Showalter gave him that opportunity, said, "You're my everyday hitter," and put up some numbers, and he has.
Yep. Happy for him. Good kid out of Texas. Napoli bounces this one up the line. Callaspo gets it in foul territory. It's an 0-1 count.
Well, Alberta made sure that one was foul. Bunt down the line yesterday. Stay right on the chalk.
Napoli saw one pitch in the second inning and hit a fly ball to right field. 0-2.
Back-to-back fastballs in, one being a cut fastball, that one a four-seam fastball inside against Napoli from CJ. Trying to keep Napoli from extending his arms.
Now the 0-2. Ground ball towards short. Ibar will feed Kendrick for one. Relay on to first. Inning and the double play. We will head to the bottom of the third here at the Big A with Boston on top 2-0. Left-handed batting champs had the best swing. Rod Carew, Wade Boggs, or Tony Gwynn.
It's a tough one.
Very tough one. Hashtags are just below. Send us a tweet at Fox Sports West, and Gooby will jump on his air book and give you the running total a little bit later on.
No question. I told you that scouting report we had on Rod Carew was to throw the ball right down the middle, hit a line drive at a fielder.
JB Shuck
couldn't throw anywhere else.
Yeah, that's right. Who else? Didn't you say somebody else had that scouting report too?
Well, pretty much everyone
Boggs?
against me.
Boggs too?
Yeah.
No, your nemesis was Don Mattingly, right?
Yeah, Donnie Baseball. Liked him as a person, not as a player.
2 balls and no strikes on JB. Shuck trotted Pujols here in the third against Dubron. Funny, all that talk about Donnie Baseball getting canned has kind of gone away.
As well it should.
Yeah. Amazing what winning does. Become a genius as a manager when you win.
Well, he was always going to put his players in position to succeed. It's up to the players to do so.
Shot. Did he go around? No, he didn't. 3-1.
And as a player, you have to respect him for what he did as a player, the way he works hard as a player and as a manager.
Yeah. Three one is a strike. Full count now. Yeah, with guys like that, the track records that they have, and if it's in their personality, I think it's good that they sound off at times against their team. And Shuck hits one in the air to right field. Victorino moving back onto the warning track, leads up, can't get it. It's off the wall. Shuck rounded second. He's on his way to third, and he is in there with a leadoff triple. Second of the year for JB Shuck, and he still can't get that elusive first major league home run.
Been so close getting that first major league home run for JB Shuck. Continues to swing the bat so well against left-handed pitching. But Victorino back at the wall, leaps up and off the wall. And Shuck can fly. That fastball was up and in. He sees it off the wall, and there's no way you're going to prevent him from getting a triple. Great approach, great swing, good hustle for JB.
I thought off the bat it had a good chance to get out.
Those first couple of days here at this homestand with the Cardinals, that's out.
Trout takes upstairs for ball one. Mike 1 for 1, double down the right field line of the first. It's the 17th triple that the Angels have hit this year. Infield back. 2-0.
Real impressive approach for Trout right here. Most times in an RBI situation, hitters tend to be overly aggressive. Trout trying to get himself in a good count, and he certainly is in one now. 2-0.
Big rip and a fastball right over the heart of the plate.
Well, he worked himself into a good hitter's count. He had a pitch to crush. He's fouled it straight back.
A double that Mike picked up in the first, his 26th of the year. 45 extra base hits for him. 2-1 pitch. This is rolled foul behind Shuck. 2-2.
Won't be surprised if DuBron threw him another breaking ball, but this time bounced it.
Two on the way. Inside. Full count. Pujols on deck. There's the payoff. Trout. A fastball in on the hands. I think he may have been looking off speed.
We were thinking he was going to throw him off speed. That's a good job of this staying alive, and you're at bat. That baseball was almost in the glove of Saltalamacchia when he fouled it off. Well, look how far that was in the strike zone.
Yeah, he pulled the ripcord late.
Yeah, he did.
Still at 3-2. Nobody out. Shuck over at third with a leadoff triple. And he walked him.
Great at bat. Stayed alive on a very tough pitch from DuBron, and then laid off a pitch out of the strike zone. With his pitch down, he was not going to go anywhere near middle part of the plate. Just one of those pitches really in the strike zone during that whole sequence. So what a job that was, fouling off that one pitch, that fastball inside. That ball was almost in the glove of Saltalamacchia. Fouled it off, worked the walk.
So nobody out. Pujols will come up with runners at first and third, and of course the infield will lay back looking for a double play ball. They'll give up the run for a couple of outs if they can get it. Last 11 games, just 2 runs batted in for Albert. He grounded out in the first inning. Third baseman Snyder, who's playing back. One ball, no strikes. And you wonder with that, Mark, that maybe Trout, even with a lefty on the mound, thinks about running, or Mike Scioscia starts him because of the way Albert's been swinging the bat, and he's been prone to the double play ball this year.
He has given up 8 stolen bases in 10 attempts to DuBron. So he's not real quick to the plate, doesn't have an exceptional move. He does have 1 pickoff this year. But if you read it right, you could steal a base against him. So you look for patterns from a left-handed pitcher. He's turning his body and throwing towards first. Once Mike Trout saw that move, he's going to have a good read against him right now. It's not that Andy Pettit where you keep that leg up there to freeze you. He's leaning towards first base. As a good base runner, you're going to read that well and be able to take off. As soon as you see him going closer to the rubber means he has to go home.
1-0 pitch. Albert fouled it back. Good hack at that fastball away. Count even up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Boston with 2 runs in the second inning. 1 earned, 1 unearned. The Angels getting a leadoff triple by J.B. Shuck off the wall and right, and Trout followed it with a walk. Trying to at least get 1, if not multiple runs here. This one tailing toward the seats and out of play. 1-2.
Inside once again. Albert's still fighting to be able to get his hands out through and be able to drive that fastball or cut fastball on the inner half of the plate and get a good part of the bat on it. Majority of time on the handle.
Almost as if he's in between right now.
He's guessing. When you're struggling at the plate, that's what you end up being. You're guessing. You're hoping for a zone that you can drive a baseball.
Mark Trumbo's on deck. Outfield playing Pujols the opposite way. 1-2. Downstairs. Evens up the count.
Yeah, Albert's probably looking inside no matter what, whether it's a cut fastball, slider, or four-seam fastball. Now, if Dubron can throw a two-seamer on the outside corner, more likely would freeze Albert. But Albert has to be looking in now.
Good lead for Trout over at first base. 2-2. Fouled back. Good rip. .49 pitches thrown by Dubron. 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 3 hits allowed. Full count now.
Going to get a chase a changeup in the dirt. Likely going to see Mike Trout going here for sure. As Mike, you have to make sure that Dubron throws the ball home. You might see him have a quick move over to first base here first before he ends up trying to throw a strike to Pujols.
Trout doesn't go, and the 3-2 is bounced to third. Shuck will come in to score, and it's a double play. The Angels get on the board as they trail it 2-1.
Well, Trout did everything he could to prevent that double play from being turned. He took a hard slide into Pedroia at second, but Pedroia did a nice job on the transfer and throw to complete the double play. Snyder quickly gets rid of the baseball, but Trout all over Pedroia. But still a strong enough throw to get Pujols at first base. Good hard takeout by Trout, but Pedroia knew he had that base at least for protection and get rid of the baseball.
No, we talked about it before it happened. You almost, with the struggles that Howard has had, lefty or not, you almost have to start that base runner from first base. As Trumbo looks at a strike, you got a potential for a big inning at the very least. But now you've got 1 run in, bases clear, and 2 outs. Trouble, or pardon me, Pujols with the struggles with the double play ball. This is his 17th double play that he's hit into. 1 ball, 1 strike on Trumbo. Fly ball to right field to end the first inning. Angels get on the board. No RBI for Pujols on the double play. One pitch. Trumbo fouls it off to the right. 1-2.
Like Mark was frustrated with himself for expanding the strike zone and swinging the pitch out of the zone and down.
This one, Sky foul on the first base side, and the count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Long third inning for Dubron, even though trouble just the 4th batter he has faced. And this one chopped towards short. Iglesias comes charging in. And the inning comes to an end. But the Angels do get on the board. They get a run on 1 hit. Nobody left on. We're through 3. Red Sox on top 2-1. Second of the year and scored on the double play that Albert hit into. As now's the perfect time to reserve a suite rental for the season. Suites offer 12 to 36 guests the opportunity to enjoy the game in a private and luxurious atmosphere. To reserve your suite today, just call 888-796-HALO or log on to angels.com/suites. Here in the 4th inning, Gomes, Nava, and Snyder against C.J. Wilson. This is the part of the order that gave C.J. a little trouble in the 2nd inning. Gomes drew a walk, eventually scored one of the 2 runs that Boston plated in that inning. Breaking pitches down low. Came up with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays at that time. The count evened up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Had a lot of pop, and at that time was kind of become a more selective hitter, an all or nothing type hitter early on in his career. This one's chopped toward the left side. Callaspo gives way to Ibar, and maybe he shouldn't have. As Gomes picks up the infield base hit. It's going to be a tough play either way.
Yeah, Ibar with a strong arm coming in, couldn't get a good handle on the ball. And when Callaspo looked towards Ibar, it's definitely going to be Ibar's play. Unable to get the good grip on the baseball as Gomes gets an infield hit. Generally, that's going to be the 3rd baseman's ball to cut that one off. It's a shorter distance for Callaspo as compared to Ibar, who's playing back.
Yep. First time tonight that Boston has had their leadoff man reach. Daniel Nava, the batter, first baseman tonight. 1-0. Nava got to a 3-2 count in the 2nd before picking up a single to right. He scored also in that 2nd inning. One and one. Undrafted player. Daniel Nava. By the Red Sox. independent league. He was playing for the Chico Outlaws.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
Independent league baseball being played throughout the country. An opportunity to play and hope to hook on with an organization.
Santa Clara University.
Where former Red Sox Mike McFarland went, former Royal.
Yeah. Two balls, one strike. Nobody out. Gomes over at first. This would bounce foul up the third base line. 2-2 now. Brian Butterfield, the third base coach, running through the signs. Came from Toronto along with John Farrell. Are they still booing John Farrell up in Toronto? Got to go there 3 times a year.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
2-2 pitch. Pretty good pitch there. Maybe missing in. Full count.
Toronto's always going to be upset that, John Farrell was their manager, left. It's over to their rival, the Red Sox. Yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot of love there.
Gomes takes off. The 3-2's out to right. Hamilton is there, makes the grab. Gomes picked it up quickly. Heads back to first, one away.
Now another well-hit baseball by him. Gomes going. Right away picks it up. Knows that Hamilton's going to be in position. Has to get back quickly. Be able to do so. But you like that movement if you're a Red Sox fan. 3-2, no outs. Runners in motion. They've been stealing a lot of bases. 66 this year.
Brandon Snyder at the plate. Swings through the first one. It's a 0-1 count. Snyder was down to AAA Pawtucket. He's hitting .267 there. 10 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Called up on June 25th. This one's out towards shallow left field. J.B. Schock will play it on the bounce. Gomes advances to second. So 2 on with 1 out. And Saltalamacchia coming up now. Snyder 1 for 2 on the night. 5th hit for Boston. Saltalamacchia had one of those in the second. Also picked up on RBI.
John Farrell loading this lineup with a lot of right-handed batters against C.J. Wilson. This is hitting .220 this year against C.J. Righty's .248.
Saltalamacchia lifts one down the right field line. Hamilton racing over is there, makes the grab. Gomes was caught halfway between second and third, does not advance. 2 outs. Nice play by Josh.
And Gomes kind of upset with himself. Because if Josh doesn't make that play, he's going to score anyhow. But if you get back to the base, you can get to third base and you take away a potential breaking ball from C.J. Wilson. He was caught thinking he wasn't going to make the play, but at that point, there's no way he's going to be able to advance. When you look at the fact that CJ had 7 wild pitches this year, that's something as a base runner you want to force. That mindset of a pitcher who's had a number of wild pitches, get to third base.
Iglesias, the shortstop, drew a walk. Pickoff attempt, and Gomes just does get that hand to the bag prior to the tag.
Big lead work and how daylight play. Good throw from CJ. Just barely gets his hand in before the tag is applied. Tell you what, didn't really shorten up the lead for Gomes. He still had a big lead at second base. David Ortiz getting a night off. He had a lot of success. Again, CJ is 2 for 16.
One ball, one strike. Glace has done a nice job for Boston. We were at Fenway Park. He was playing third base. Fantastic glove guy. They certainly weren't sure that he was going to hit at this level. Lays off, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. At that point was in the midst of an 18-game hitting streak, and the Angels were in town.
Well, he's shown some quick hands. You said that with the glove, but certainly with the bat.
Wasn't it Bobby Valentine that was championing his cause last year? Be an everyday shortstop.
Well, he could definitely field the baseball. To be an all-star is a fielder at shortstop. It's a matter of was he going to hit enough, and he certainly has.
2-2. Bobby had a pretty good former Cuban shortstop in New York with the Mets, Ray Ordonez. Fantastic glove guy. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gomes about halfway between second and third. Huge lead for him. Iglesias hooks it foul.
Well, that baseball got into the stands in a hurry. Hopefully everyone's okay.
.65 pitches thrown by CJ. 2 outs here in the fourth. 37 strikes, 28 balls, no punch outs, 2 walks, and the 5 hits allowed. Gomes at second, Snyder at first. 2-2 again. Called strike 3, down goes Iglesias. The inning comes to an end. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth with the Angels down 2-1. Josh Hamilton and Alberto Callaspo coming up against Felix Dubron. Beautiful night for baseball. Hope you're enjoying your holiday weekend. Great fireworks spectacular last night after the game. Fireworks not only tonight, but also after the ball game. 3-game set against the Boston Red Sox. The Angels taking 2 or 3 from the Cardinals. See what they can do this weekend as they roll into the last week prior to the All-Star break next week. They have an off-day travel day on Monday. 2 against the Cubs Tuesday, Wednesday, off day in Seattle, then 3 against the Mariners before that 4-day break. Howie swings and drives one out toward right center field. Jacoby Ellsbury giving chance, pulls up. This one is gone. A big fly for Howie Kendrick. He goes Oppo to tie things up at 2.
Boy, crazy power the other way for Howie. Boy, Ellsbury initially took one step, was thinking he was going to field that off the wall, but instead it goes over the wall for Howie's 10th home run, 39th RBI, and yes, should be an all-star. That is a perfect swing. Fastball, inner half, inside-out approach with authority to right center field. Boy, that's some great power the other way.
Hamilton swings and hooks one foul into the seats. It's an 0-1 count. For Howie, it's his 10th home run of the year, 39th run batted in. For the Angels, their 90th home run of the season.
When he likes hitting at home, and he likes hitting against the Red Sox.
This one pulled over to first, and Dustin Pedroia is there in the overshift, and Dubront is there to cover. The 4-1 put out for the first out.
I'll tell you what, that is a great throw for Pedroia. You're not used to throwing that end as a pitcher. You're not used to getting that feed from the second baseman at that point. The feed and allows Dubront to be able to have his momentum going towards the base to get Hamilton. Talks about the little things that Pedroia can do, and that is a perfect throw to a pitcher covering the base there.
Got rid of it quickly, too, knowing that Hamilton could get down the line.
As a pitcher, you're running down the line, you're going towards base, and you hear Hamilton following behind you. You want that ball quickly thrown to you so you get out of the way.
Yeah, hit the bag and push off
yes,
towards
the field. Yeah. Perfect technique for you youngsters watching at home.
None of that going up the line stuff.
No, otherwise you're going to be part of the line.
Callaspo's 0 for 1, hit a fly ball to center field in the second. Tied at 2 now here in the fourth. Fly ball to center field. Ellsbury moving over. 2 outs.
Well, we anticipate this being a tight game with the Red Sox. Both teams, the Angels and Red Sox, 8-1 their last 9, both averaging the exact same runs per game during that streak. That baseball not only got out the other way, but that got out so quickly off the bat from Howie Kendrick.
Neto swings to the first one and pops it up on the right side. Nava, the first baseman, is there. And the inning comes to an end, but not before Howie Kendrick, leading off this frame, ties things up, going the opposite way for his 10th of the years. We've played 4, and we are knotted at 2. you with Jack's new Big Stack Burger. And by Kia. Visit your Southern California Kia retailers or mysocalkia.com. Top of the fifth here at the Big A. The Angels and the Red Sox tied at 2. Now Kendrick tying things up with that home run. 10th of the year. C.J. Wilson back to work. He'll face the top of the order for Boston in Ellsbury, Victorino, and Pedroia. One strikeout, 2 walks, 66 pitches thrown by C.J. And now ready to throw the first pitch here in the fifth. Ellsbury 0 for 2. Bouncer back to the mound. A ground ball to second. Callaspo playing in at third. And the first one is in for ball 1.
Ellsbury's pretty good as far as drag bunt, push bunting, especially against a left-handed pitcher. You might see this.
Shoots this one into left field. Leadoff man is on board. Shot. Cuts it off. Ellsbury's going to try to go to second. No, he slams on the brakes. Heads back to first.
And he thought about it right out of the batter's box, trying to extend that into a double. But Schuck, a pretty accurate arm in left field. A 4 outfield assists. Pretty good pitch down, but went with it. And Ellsbury's thinking double, but then slams on the brake, knowing that was a good throw in from J.B. Schuck to second base.
And now we're going to see multiple throws over to first and step-offs with Ellsbury and his speed at first base. Victorino at the plate. American League leader in stolen bases standing at first with 33. Trout, by the way, 4th, 20. One ball, no strikes. CJ wanted that pitch as a strike. Laz Diaz has not called the bottom part of the strike zone for either side tonight. At least he has remained consistent in that regard.
Well, if you're a pitcher, you want the lower part of the strike zone being called. You don't want the upper part unless you're throwing 98 miles an hour. Ellsbury with that base hit, now 15 game hit streak for him.
Career high 22 gamer. Victorino 0 for 2. Popped out to Trumbo and hit a fly ball to right field in the 3rd inning. Callaspo still playing in. That's a strike. Victorino 267 from the right side. 301 from the left this year.
70 pitches for CJ so far in this game. Could use a double play ball, something he's been very effective as far as getting. That one earlier in the game.
Lays off the breaking ball.
Well, CJ since 2010 has got hitters that ground into 83 double plays. Very effective as far as that part of the game for him. Second most in the majors. Only King Felix has got more ground ball double plays, 90.
2-2. Boston with 2 in the second, 1 earned, 1 unearned. The Angels with a run in the 3rd inning, and a run in the 4th. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss on the off speed. Down goes Victorino for out number 1. And how many times have you talked about that pitch?
Boy, that's a pitch that I think CJ should throw more often. Even though it was elevated, but it's a change of speed for him. Turn that changeup over, 83-mile-an-hour swing and miss. He's got a good one. A couple years ago in spring training, he threw a lot of changeups. Then has gone away from that, more so cut fastball in, slider in. His curveball's been pretty good also. But I think that's a pitch he's used more often, his changeup.
Pedroia now up 1 for 2. Grounded to Kendrick in the first, had a single in the third. Takes his average of 326. Mentioned no David Ortiz tonight. Lefty on the mound. On a day off. Ellsbury takes off to throw to second. One hopper gets by Kendrick. Ellsbury tried to get up, stumbles over Howie. And it's stolen base number 34. And dare I say, thankfully he stumbled over Howie.
And a good jump. Slides in there, and it looked like the cleat right on the knee of Howie. And Howie wise to stay in that position to make sure that Ellsbury wasn't able to get up and go to third base on that throw into the outfield. Howie right on the knee, that slide. Well, he's healthy again, running extremely well. AL leader in stolen base with 34.
1-0. Up and away. 2 balls and no strikes now. 2 punch outs, 2 walks, 6 hits allowed for Wilson. There's the 75th pitch of the night. Bouncer to the left side. Ibar has it. Fires to first. 2 outs. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. 2 outs. Ellsbury still at second. Napoli coming up now. Napoli is 0 for 2 with a fly to right. Rolled into a double play that ended the third inning. Napoli the DH tonight. Looks to the strike. CJ trying to work around that leadoff single to Ellsbury as he stands at second base. 0-1 upstairs.
Still staying inside against Napoli, whether slider, cut fastball, or fastball inside.
One and two.
Raz Diaz is calling that fastball inside. No mistake that CJ has to go right back inside again, even if it's off the plate in.
Now the 1-2. Napoli foul tips that one. Iannetta hangs on to it. The inning comes to an end. Nice job by CJ to work around that hit. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Tied at 2. Eric Ibar, J.B. Shuck, and Mike Trout to face Felix Dubron, the lefty. Has 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 4 hits allowed. That includes the Kendrick home run that tied things up in the 4th. Eric is 0 for 1, rolled into a fielder's choice at end of the 2nd. Eric trying to leave on 1 swing of the bat. 0-1 count.
Well, with Dubron on the mound, he's going to fall towards third. I think he's got a good opportunity to push bunt to first.
Fouls it off to the right. Now, we haven't seen that too often this year, especially when you think it should happen, especially in that series against the Tigers with Cabrera and Fielder on the corners. Last series with Adams at first, Descalzo or Freeze at third. 1 and 2. And I can kind of understand it too from a standpoint of, you got a guy like Eric. You saw the numbers that what he's done of late. You're feeling good about swinging the bat. You want to swing the bat. I know you can take that cheap infield base hit.
Yeah, I mean, situations dictate how you approach the baseball. He just got hit with that pitch inside, but leading off an inning. I think that's the time where you think about that if you're Eric Ibar. Cut fastball almost got the shin of Ibar. Now, with a man on base, the way Eric has been producing, no, you want him swinging.
Two on the way. Ibar strikes out swinging for the first down here in the 5th. Fans, make your plans to be at the Big A on July the 20th. Watch the Angels take on the Oakland Athletics at 6:05. Then enjoy a country concert presented by Budweiser featuring country superstar Billy Currington. Purchase your tickets today at the advanced ticket window or by logging on at angels.com/.
Concerts. And that is a very good concert.
Agreed. J.B. Shuck takes outside for ball 1. Oh, pardon me, a strike. As Diaz with the call. Shuck 1 for 2. He tripled off the wall and right in the 3rd inning.
A little odd sequence for Angel hitters in the first 4 innings. Hit for the cycle, a single in the 2nd, a double in the 1st, triple in the 3rd, and a home run in the 4th. Single hits in each inning for the Angels.
Yeah, most batters that Dubron has faced in one particular inning, 5, and that was in the 2nd. Single little walk. Evens up the count on that fastball. The Angels with the win last night. Now 22-24 here at home. 19-20 out on the road. Shuck strikes out, swinging, chasing the breaking ball. So back-to-back strikeouts for Dubron, 2 outs.
Good location of this pitch too for Dubron against J.B. Shuck. Snap the slider going away. Shuck unable to make contact. Dubron's been pretty good though his last 3 starts, going 19 1/3. There's 4 earned runs allowed for him.
Yep. The 2-out space is clear. Mike Trout at the plate. 1 for 1. Double and a walk. Shoots this one out to right field. Victorino giving chase is there. Tracks it down, and the Angels go down in order for the first time tonight. 5 complete, still tied at 2. Snyder.
Here's tonight's Coors Light Freeze Cam. J.B. Shuck looking for his first career Major League home run. Off the wall, above the glove of Victorino, and off that R, it bounces away from Victorino for a triple. J.B. Shuck showing that speed, slides in for his second triple of the season. Almost had his first career home run. Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brew Coors Light.
C.J. Wilson back to work. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Johnny Gomes ready to lead things off. Led off the 4th inning with a single. That'll walk back into seconds. He's 1 for 1. Shoots this one out toward left center field. Not hit very deep. Shuck is there. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Finally able to retire Gomes, to walk in a single.
Brings up Daniel Nava, the first baseman. 1 for 2 tonight. Single with a run scored in the 2nd, a fly to right in the 4th. Both of the shots that Nava has hit have been to the right side. Yet Eric Ibar, the shortstop, playing Nava to pull for that shortstop hole on the left side. That'll leave the count at 1-1. TJ gave up that leadoff single to Ellsbury in the 5th, but then a strikeout of Victorino, a ground up by Pedroia, and a strikeout of Napoli. Big swing and a miss there, 1-2.
Nice tight slider from C.J. Wilson. Got a 4-seam fastball, a cut fastball, and a slider down and in.
Here's the 1-2. A little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. CJ's had 1-2-3 inning. Now is in the 1st. Called strike 3. Nava knew it. 2 outs.
Painted that fastball inside. When you're consistent on that part of the plate, eventually a hitter's got to think in terms you're going to throw something away, but he stayed inside, painted that inside corner with a 4-seam fastball. See where a majority of those pitches were? Just 1 away, majority inside.
So 2 outs and the base is clear for Brandon Snyder. Third baseman takes a breaking ball low. Snyder singled in the 4th. 1 for 2 tonight. Mentioned the Red Sox, 2nd in the American League, and team batting average of 278. 253 hitting team against left-handed pitching, 291 against right-handers. A couple of righties going the next 2 nights for the Angels. Jerome Williams will get the start tomorrow night. He'll be opposed by Ryan Dempster, and then Jared Weaver, John Lackey Sunday night. There's Jerome. Looking to bounce back after a tough outing against the Cardinals. 2-1.
Glad Mike Scioscia went that route. Give Jerome another opportunity. He's a guy that with a good sinking fastball, pitching that quickly after a start, it's not going to hurt him at all. It's going to allow him to maintain his strength and not overthrow the fastball and work downstairs with that 2-seam fastball.
Two on the way. This one's fouled off to the right. Halos in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll have Pujols, Trumbo, and Kendrick coming up. Felix Dubron retiring to side in order in the 5th. As a matter of fact, he's retired 6 in a row since the home run by Howie. He tied things up in the 4th. Couple of finals in the books. Oakland took care of Kansas City 6-3. Texas all over Houston 10-5 tonight. This one bounced toward the middle, and that's a 2-out base hit. So Snyder has a 2-hit game. Keeps getting alive for Jared Saltalamacchia.
Now here's our Carl's Jr. Sports update around the majors. tomorrow the All-Star rosters will be announced. Mike Trout will be announced as a starter for the American League. Derek Jeter set to begin his rehab assignment tomorrow. Finally, an opportunity for Jeter to get back and wearing those pinstripes.
Good off-speed pitch on the corner there, 0-1. Saltalamacchia, base hit, an RBI in the second, a fly to right in the fourth. 1 for 2. This is looped out past Ibar and into left field. So back-to-back 2-out hits now. And it'll bring up Iglesias.
Not exactly crushed in this inning, but well placed. Both base hits against C.J. Wilson here in the sixth. Off to the end of the bat and just by Ibar.
That out to talk things over. And what it's done, obviously, is taken that pitch count a little bit higher. And the first 2 outs here in the sixth inning before Snyder picked up the single, and Saltalamacchia followed with another hit.
That's 4 hits from the 7 and 8 hitters in the lineup for the Red Sox tonight. Snyder and Saltalamacchia both with 2 hits.
All 3 outfielders for the Angels playing in a couple of steps with Iglesias coming up. The shortstop's 0 for 1. He walked back into second. One of 2 walks issued by Wilson. He struck out looking in the fourth. Tied at 2 here in the sixth inning. Way inside. Had a little trouble finding it. Runners do not advance. 1-0.
I saw this guy Iglesias' foot, but no, just by him, and able to keep it in front. No advancement of the base runners. 95 pitches thrown for CJ, 15 here in the sixth. Trying to get through this inning, possibly be able to go through another inning for Mike Scioscia to shorten up that bullpen for him tonight.
There's some movement going on in the Angels bullpen as we speak now. 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Somebody's going to start to get ready. And by that size of a man, it looks like
De La Rosa.
Dane De La Rosa.
We can see that from a pretty good distance away.
Yeah, the gentle giant getting ready. And no binoculars needed. No. And he's up.
Most time you see pitchers warming up down in the bullpen there, they're hidden by the wall, but no, not De La Rosa. Half his body above the wall.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Snyder at second, Saltalamacchia at first, tied at 2. Pretty good pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, that looked pretty good.
Yeah.
See if it got the top part of the strike zone. And it does, according to our Fox tracks. There's a pitcher, you got to let that one go. Forget about not getting the call.
Now the 2-1. Iglesias pulls one down the line, backhanded by Callaspo, spins around, fires across the top. It's a high throw. I don't know why he looked to second base, but he did, and that little hesitation kind of cost him. And it's an infield base hit for Iglesias, and they're loaded up now for Ellsbury.
Hit well down the line. A nice play initially by Callaspo. And when that slight hesitation, when you look to second, Iglesias runs well, especially out of the batter's box. No play at second. A long throw, high throw. Close enough, Trumbo got off the base and was able to catch that throw.
Again, no real sense of urgency by Alberto, almost as if perhaps there was like a catcher running to first base. Iglesias, not a speed burner like Ellsbury, but gets down the line well.
He gets out of the batter's box exceptionally well. Yeah, he might not be super fast, but out of the batter's box, he forces an infielder to make a quick throw.
Well, CJ in trouble here with the bases loaded. 3 straight 2-out hits. Ellsbury at the plate. He singled to left in the 5th inning. 1 for 3 tonight. 9 hits now for the Red Sox. Here's the first one. That's inside. Trust me when I tell you, if it's in off the plate, Ellsbury is certainly not going to be shy about taking a hit by pitch in a 2-2
he was
game.
moving that shoulder in there to take that pitch off the shoulder. It's a breaking ball.
99 pitches now thrown by Wilson. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike.
Boy, gutsy pitch there from CJ. Slider, 1-0 slider, needed to throw a strike, and he did so with his slider. 100 pitches now for CJ, 59 strikes.
You come back inside with a fastball.
Now I'm going fastball away and trust J.B. Shuck to get a good read off a fly ball his way.
Shuck very shallow and left. Here's the 1-1. Boy, locked him up there. 1-2. It's almost as if he was looking for something away from him.
But you can do that. You can pitch away as long as your outfielder's in position to take away that flare into the outfield.
Wilson retired Ellsbury. The first 2 innings. Bouncer back to the mound and a ground ball to second. Now the 1-2. Broken bat, flare, and it's the 3rd out of the inning. The 2nd broken bat that Wilson has picked up against Jacoby Ellsbury. The Red Sox leave him loaded. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, still tied. Two-out hits, but boy, what a pitch on Jacoby Ellsbury.
Boy, during that entire sequence against Ellsbury, CJ threw some gutsy pitches, goes inside and shatters the bat of Ellsbury with a fastball inside. Catches that soft liner and shows Ellsbury that he made the play to finish off the inning. I like that from CJ.
Pujols, Trumbo, and Kendrick here in the 6th inning. It's Felix Dubron. 73 pitches for the lefty. He has 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and only 4 hits allowed. Retired the last 6 in a row since giving up the tying home run to Kendrick, leading off the 4th. Albert is 0 for 2. Looks at a strike. Ground ball to third and a double play ball that Albert hit into in the 3rd inning.
count even up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Albert now is 5 for his last 47. Two and one.
Boy, at some point, you know Pujols is going to get hot. Think of the numbers the club has put up offensively over this 9-game stretch in which they've won 8 of 9, averaging nearly 6 runs a game and not getting a ton from Pujols. Sign of good balance.
Pops this one up to shallow left. Gomes is there. 1 out. A swing for the fences with the new Home Run Derby mobile game from MLB.com. It's available on iPhone and iPad. You can download it for free today. So 7 in a row now. Retired by DeBron since that home run. Here comes Trumbo. Mark is 0 for 2 with a fly ball to right and a ground ball to short. Ground ball hit to third. Snyder has it. 2 outs.
Well, what you're hoping for is a long at bat here for Howie or a productive at bat to give CJ a little bit of a breather. That was a tough last inning for him. And a great pitch to finish it off against Ellsbury. A lot of pitches thrown, tough pitches thrown for CJ. A little bit of a breather before going back out to the mound. Look at the top AL home averages. Howie, 367. Hit here at the Big A. Pedroia, 374. And Fenway. And Cabrera, it's 385. Everywhere.
1 for 2 with that home run. Lets this one foul and out of play. Let's go back to that bottom of the 4th, leading off that 4th. Heck of a swing.
Boy, inside out, when you can hit a ball like that on an inside out approach, you have to have extremely strong wrists and forearms to hit a ball that far. And Howie does have that.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Stoppage at play with the beach ball on the warning track on the right field line. Boston with a couple of runs, 9 hits. They've left 8 men on base. The Angels with 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and they've stranded 3. DeBron's 1-2. Howie rifles it foul into the seats. Red Sox in the 7th have 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Victorino, Pedroia, and Napoli. Howie fouls it back. Figured that CJ will be coming back out.
And it's been a nice long at bat here so far for Howie, giving CJ that rest.
102 pitches so far, 61 for strikes. Another 1-2. This one down the line foul, just in front of Alfredo Griffin. Swing and a miss on the off speed. And DeBron has retired the last 9 consecutive Angels. 6 in the book, still tied at 2.
whip. CJ pitching very well here tonight against the Sox. Fastball inside. It's a call, third strike. Changeup. Victorino out in front. Fastball away against Napoli. Fastball in against Nava. 2 call, third strikes as far as 4 strikeouts for CJ Wilson in the game.
Back to work with 102 pitches on the ledger. But action ongoing as well for the Angels. De La Rosa's throwing alongside. Victorino, Pedroia, Napoli for the Boston Red Sox here in the 7th. They scored 2 runs in the 2nd, 1 earned. The Angels with solo runs in the 3rd and 4th innings. Victorino 0 for 3. So he looks at a strike. Pop up to the first baseman Trumbo, a fly to right, and a strikeout in the 5th. Oh, 2.
That's a pretty good cut fastball. 2-seam fastball, first pitch. Cut fastball in, second pitch.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, CJ going to walk back off the mound a little bit too quick. He tried to deliver that pitch.
This is looped out to center. Leadoff man is on board. And with the off-speed pitch. And Victorino is on for Pedroia.
I think that might have been a changeup. Pretty good pitch. Victorino just went down and flicked it into the outfield for a base hit.
De La Rosa ready to go. Pedroia is 1 for 3. Well, if you get him to ground out to short once again. Yeah, deal for CJ. Pedroia grounded to short his last time up.
Pedroia is grounded into 11 double plays. And CJ very good as far as getting that ground ball double play.
De La Rosa just now looking on from the bullpen. Napoli on deck. 0-1 pitch. Way inside. Evens up the count. Base hit by Victorino, the 10th hit the Boston Red Sox have picked up tonight. It's most hits that CJ's allowed in a game all season. Previous high 9. Nine stolen bases. Victorino. He's at first. He's been caught twice. One Tapper foul at the plate. 1-2.
Nice pitch there from CJ. Got Pedroia out in front. That's what you're trying to do, get him out in front so you get that ground ball to short or second to be able to turn a double play. 109 pitches thrown for CJ, 66 strikes.
Another good pitch down and in.
If you're an infielder on that left side of the infield with Cayaspo or Ibar, you got to be prepared to make a play on the ground ball, especially CJ staying in down and in on Pedroia.
Nobody out here the 7th. Tied at 2. Victorino at first. Here's the 1-2 again. Pedroia lines out towards center field. Playable for Trout. Victorino's heading back to first. Trout makes the catch, fires it back in, but Victorino stays at first base. He was a little bit late in making that decision. 1 out.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to be able to get back at that point. He was over halfway down the line and running back, but they saw that ball drifting further and further to center. At that point, the commitment too late to get back to the base and tag up. And Pedroia felt he had a pitch to drive, and he just missed that one.
So here's Napoli. Red Sox DH. 0 for 3 tonight. Fly ball to right. Double play ball to the 5th. Pardon me, the 3rd. And a strikeout in the 5th. And 4 punch outs for Wilson. How's the first one back? We had a pretty good hack there. 0-1 count.
Done a good job against Napoli this game and this season, but that was a pitch that Napoli finally was timed well.
One ball with strike.
We're still trying to think in terms of getting that ground ball. Double play for CJ. Stuff is still there, trying to stay down.
1-1. Missed inside. 2 balls and a strike.
We got Johnny Gomes on deck. We also think in terms of David Ortiz is on that bench for the Red Sox also. So if Mike Scioscia goes down, to Dane De La Rosa, if Napoli gets on here, you might see John Farrell making the switch there and bringing David Ortiz up. That's why it's important for CJ to get that ground ball double play to get through the inning.
2 balls and a strike. Victorino short lead at first. Napoli looks at a strike on the corner. That's where CJ got him the last time with a fastball away, a 2-seam fastball away that he foul tipped into Iannetta's glove. .115 pitches thrown by Wilson. Season high is 123. That was back on May the 1st. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Napoli. 2 down.
Boy, great pitch, great location after the pitch before was away. Came inside to Napoli. It's a swing and miss. Firm fastball from CJ. Well, what a pitch. A couple really good pitches in these last 2 innings.
Johnny Gomes at the plate. He's walked, singled, and hit a fly ball to left. 1 for 2. He's also scored a run. Only a couple of other games still going on in Major League Baseball. The Diamondbacks shutting out the Rockies 5-0 in the ninth. Dodgers leading San Francisco 8-1. That game's in the sixth up at San Fran. Everything else is done and in the books except for this one. 2-2 here in the seventh with 2 outs. Victorino leadoff single stands at first base. 0-1 to Gomes. Missed in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
When you're CJ right now, your mindset is, okay, could be my last batter. I got to have everything I can get out of my arm right now. Make a quality pitch. Very good hitters. That's a pretty good swings against me during the course of the game. The reality is, I don't have to save anything at this point. I go after with my best stuff.
2-1.
Good fastball there at 93 from CJ. And it gets the inside corner. Again, it's not where Iannetta catches the ball, it's where it crosses the front part of the plate.
Now the 2-1 outside. 3 balls and a strike. Now with a switch hitting first baseman is on deck. De La Rosa occasionally throwing a pitch in the bullpen. Callaspo guarding the line at third base. TJ ready with a side. 3-1 pitch. This is lifted in the air down the right field line. Not hit very deep. Kendrick and Hamilton both giving chase. Hamilton drops the baseball. Being waved around is Victorino, and they are on top 3-2. Hamilton had a long way to go. Got there in time and did not watch the ball go into the glove.
Boy, he looked like he was going to make that play to finish off the inning, and a great effort by C.J. Wilson. Hamilton, they go so far, got to the line and off the top of the glove.
It's an error on Hamilton, his 6th of the year. More importantly, C.J. Wilson is done, and the Angels now trailing 3-2. Here on a fly ball that we thought was going to land, but got there and just couldn't squeeze the glove.
Yeah, he made that motion as if the baseball was knuckling and he was running in to make the play. But the reason why, because he was going so far and running so fast, the head was moving and the ball knuckled and hit off his top of the glove. got away from him. Now up to De La Rosa, be able to pick up C.J. Wilson, who was fantastic in this game. Even though he gave up 10 hits, very, very effective. Made that quality pitch, thought he was through the inning. 121 pitches thrown for C.J. tonight.
2 unearned runs so far tonight. Not who's in, who's out. Wilson done. Dane De La Rosa in. Daniel Navas spins around a hit from the left side for the first time this evening. 1 for 3 tonight. Single with a run scored in the second. First one is outside. 37th game for De La Rosa. 3-1 mark, a 3.08 ERA. 38 innings, 31 hits, 36 strikeouts. Quick throw to first. Diving back in there is Gomes. No RBI for him. He's been on base 3 times with the walk, a single, and now the error by Josh. 63rd and 64th errors of the season for the Angels. One and one. Gomes almost had a running lead.
You know what you got to do against Gomes? He doesn't have great speed. He's just trying to time a pitcher, just hold the ball enough. If you hear somebody in the infield to say step off, you step off and make that throw right away to an infielder.
Two balls and a strike. Two one on the way. Fouls it back. Count even up now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Angels in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll have Hamilton, Callaspo, and Iannetta coming up. Although Felix Dubron has been very, very good tonight, and especially good and tough since that home run to Howie Kendrick in the 4th. 9 up, 9 down since that home run. Ten hits for Boston, 4 for the Angels. Turn to first, and they got him. Down goes Gomes, and the inning comes to an end. An unearned run comes across, however. 7th inning stretch time, and Boston back on top 3-2. you by AT&T. Rethink possible. And by 76. We're on the driver's side. We welcome you back to Angels Stadium. 3-2 Boston on top as we start the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 unearned runs tonight. T.J. Wilson gave up 3 total runs, 1 earned in 6 2/3, 10 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Good outing for him. He had the extended 2nd inning, in which he threw 28 pitches, faced 7 batters, but settled down and almost got through it. Should have gotten through that last inning.
I really like what I saw out of CJ in the 6th and 7th inning. Some gutsy pitches he made and executed perfectly.
Josh Hamilton to lead things off here against Felix Dubron. The overshift is on. Pop up out to shallow left. Johnny Gomes keeps charging in. Left fielder makes the grab. And there's the first out here in the 7th. Go back to a Hyundai key to the game.
The train kept it rolling. The momentum, certainly over the last 9 games, in particular in that 9th inning last night. C.J. Wilson did his job as far as keeping that momentum going with a solid start. Now it's up to the offense to pick up not only C.J. but the club here and score a couple runs late.
Callaspo now up 0 for 2 with a couple of fly balls to center. 1-0. Dubron with 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits allowed. Gave a run in the 3rd inning. And a run in the 4th. 1-1. Just threw his 88th pitch of the night. 55 have been strikes.
He's going 8 innings once this year against Tampa, and that's it.
Off speed pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Callaspo shoots one to the alley in left center field. That's a base hit. Gomes trying to cut it off, can't do it. It rolls all the way to the wall, so Callaspo will head to second with a double.
Boy, good swing by Callaspo. His 11th double of the season. Fastball. It was on the inner half, and his hands through the baseball and drives it to left center field.
So Iannetta comes up now, tying run in scoring position with 1 out here the 7th. Chris drew a walk in the 2nd, popped out to Nava, the first baseman in the 4th. The Angels tonight 0 for 4 with men in scoring position. That's upstairs for ball 1. Left-hander working in the bullpen. Craig Breslow getting ready.
Well, Dubron had retired 10 in a row. Now back in the stretch position.
One ball, 1 strike. Double by Callaspo, 5th hit tonight for the Angels. For Alberto, 11th double of the season. Big lead for him at second. 1-1 pitch. Up and away. 2 balls and a strike. It's the first time Dubron's had to work from the stretch since he faced Albert Pujols back in the 3rd inning. Two-one pitch outside with the off speed.
All of a sudden he's trying to force his pitches through. Knowing if he makes a mistake, Iannetta can tie the game up with a base hit into the outfield.
Is that a sign of fatigue?
No question. And also, doubt creeps into your mind late in the game after you've been on a roll like he was, 10 straight. Then all of a sudden you make one mistake. Then you're thinking, I might make another mistake here.
(3-1). That is pulled foul. So a full count with Eric Ibar on deck. Boston on top 3-2. Pedroia trying to keep Callaspo close to the bag at second. Now the payoff pitch. Aneta fouls that one back.
Starting to miss location on some of his pitches here too. 96 pitches thrown. John Farrell thinking in terms of what he's going to do if Iannetta gets a base, or even if he gets Iannetta out here. He may indeed go to the bullpen.
Another 3-2, and he got him looking. 2 outs. So now it's up to Ibar.
A pretty good off-speed pitch for DuBrant. And it is going to be his last pitch, more than likely.
John Farrell making the move. Craig Breslow's coming into the ball game. Good outing for Felix DuBrant. The Angels have the tying run at second base. Boston on top 3-2. Ball is brought to you by AT&T Uverse TV. Check availability at 1-800-PIC-ATT. Rethink possible. By CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. CarMax, start here. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Still at the bottom of the 7th, the Angels down by the score of 3-2 with 2 outs. John Farrell has gone to the bullpen and brought on the veteran lefty Craig Breslow. Breslow this season has pitched in 27 games, has a 2-1 mark, a 2.77 ERA, 26 innings, 24 hits allowed, 14 strikeouts and 7 walks.
Yeah, fastball not overpowering, but he spots it well, 87-92. So it was a good cut fastball, occasional curve, pretty solid changeup. Well, he's faced the Angels 26 times in his career. Breslow, pretty good numbers, 2-1. The 2.52 is Felix DuBrant threw the ball very, very well for Boston tonight.
Yeah, 6 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's responsible for Callaspo standing at second base. Ibar tonight 0 for 2. A fielder's choice back in a second. A strikeout in the 5th. First one's in for a strike.
Outfield playing pretty shallow throughout the outfield for the Red Sox. Might be difficult for a base hit into the outfield to score Callaspo.
That's the struggles that Eric's had on the right side. 257 this year. And the 302 from the left. 0-1 pitch. This is looped out to center. This will end the inning. The Angels now 0 for 6 with men in scoring position. We played 7 here at the Big A. Boston on top 3-2. Champs have the best swing, and Rod Carew currently leading Wade Boggs. 47% of the vote for Rod. Saw him earlier today. He's here at the ballpark.
One of the best guys to talk baseball with.
Dane De La Rosa back out on the mound. Picked off Johnny Gomes to finish off the 7th. He'll face Nava, Snyder, and Saltalamacchia here in the 8th. Nava, the first baseman, 1 for 3. Singleton scored in the 2nd. Boston with 3 runs, 10 hits, 8 left on. The Angels 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. 4 men left on. Those 2 errors costing the Angels 2 runs. 1 in the 2nd and the 1 in the 7th. David Ortiz has come out to the on-deck circle. Pinch hitting for Brandon Snyder. 1-1. Snyder had a multi-hit game. 2 for 3. One on the way. It's fouled off to the right. 1-2.
Nice pitch from De La Rosa. He's trying to make sure he's able to keep Nava off the bases when David Ortiz comes to the plate, that you can have that shift put on for him. A little bit different with the man on base.
First outing for Dane since Tuesday against the Cards. Went 1 inning and now it. 1-2-3, 9th inning. The 1-2. A little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, that couldn't have missed by a whole lot. See, with this fastball, their split finger fastball to pitch before, and it's right down the middle of the plate.
Well, Laz Diaz hasn't called any of those pitches tonight for either side. Full count. Here's the payoff. Nava shoots one out to the alley in left center field, and that's going to go for extra bases. On his way to second, he will stop right there. The leadoff man is on board for Boston. Nava with his 12th double of the year.
Some serious production out of your 6, 7, and 8 hitters. A fastball that was located on the outside corner, but this is enough height on it for him to be able to get a good swing and hit the ball to left center field. Looks like you're going to see David Ortiz coming up the plate here, maybe even be walked.
Saltalamacchia on deck. Iannetta is squatting behind the plate as if he's not going to be walked. Ortiz hitting .319 this year. 16 home runs, 59 runs batted in. Now with Kendrick out in shallow right field with the overshift. He will look at the strike. Ortiz getting the night off, at least the first half of the night off, with C.J. Wilson on the mound. He's just 2 for 16 in his career against C.J. Pretty good weapon to have off the bench, though. Now the 0-1. This is out toward right, and that is hit well. Hamilton is back, and it is 5-2 Boston. Ortiz with his 17th home run of the season.
That's his 28th career home run against the Angels. An 82nd RBI.
And again, the option was there to walk him with first base open.
He hasn't had real good numbers hitting here at Big A either. Just a .200 career batting average. Now he has 10 home runs here. 418th career home run for Ortiz.
Nobody out. Saltalamacchia at the plate. Now a 3-run deficit for the Angels. 0-1. Ortiz had been 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter this year. Now 1 for 2. Saltalamacchia 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and an RBI. Rolled over to second base, backhanded by Howard. Nice play by him. 1 out. Oh, it's a top spin on it.
And Howie said he saw that spin on the baseball as he had to slide into the outfield grass and make the play. He'd have to get up and make a quick throw to first base. Looks like a Bjorn Borg return serve.
Going old school with Borg, huh?
Yeah. Remember that one well.
Yep. Lace just looks at a strike. Red Sox shortstop has walked, struck out, and singled. 1 for 2 tonight. Double by Nava, the pinch hit 2-run home run. David Ortiz making this a 3-run deficit for the Angels. 0-2 now. And on an 88-mile-per-hour splitter.
Especially when you've been sitting on the bench. First pitch was what, 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Very difficult to be loose at that point and catch up to a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. But an off-speed pitch that's not located well, that's when you could drive it.
Cal remains at 0-2. Top of the order, and Ellsbury on deck. The Angels will have the top of their order coming up the bottom of the inning. See if John Farrell decides to go with Breslow to come back out. They start to get action in their bullpen.
Well, the talk in Boston is John Farrell's done everything right so far, putting people in position to succeed. Certainly did that, bringing David Ortiz up. Comes through for him.
Called strike 3, 2 outs.
Curveball. Call third strike for De La Rosa. Real good view on our X-Mo. Be able to see how that break on the curveball. 12-6 variety.
2 outs now, and Ellsbury at the plate. There is action in the Red Sox bullpen. Figure that perhaps Breslow comes out for one batter. J.B. Shuck leading things off. Ellsbury looks at a strike. Junichi Tazawa. Ready? Oh, 2 count. Ellsbury 1 for 4. Single and a stolen base back in the 5th inning. T.J. Wilson 6 2/3 tonight. 3 runs, 1 earned on 10 hits. 5 punch outs, 2 walks. Pitcher of record for the Angels. Felix Dubron had a very good outing for Boston. 6 2/3 himself. 2 runs on 5 hits, including the home run to Howie Kendrick. 0-2 for De La Rosa's inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boston with 12 total hits. The Angels have managed 5, and the Angels struggles against left-handed pitching. Kind of has persisted all season long. The Angels came into tonight's action with a .230 18 batting average against left-handed pitching, compared to the .276 against right-handers. Ellsbury check swing foul.
That's still a surprise for me, considering all the power you have from the right side of the lineup here for the Angels.
Mike Napoli, 0 for 4 night for him. His teammates have picked him up. Check swing, he went around. The inning comes to an end, but not before a double by Nava. And the pinch hit home run by David Ortiz puts the Angels down 5-2. Angels have the top of the order coming up, and Chuck Trout and Pujols. Craig Breslow is back out there. He retired Eric Ibar to finish off the 7th. As a new third baseman as Jonathan Diaz takes over. A spot that David Ortiz hit for. Brandon Snyder, the starting third baseman for the Red Sox. J.B. Shuck ready to lead things off. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Had a triple off the wall in right field in the 3rd inning and also scored a run. Second triple of the year for J.B. Diaz playing in at 3rd. First one's in for a strike.
More like one batter for Breslow here. J.B. Shuck. John Farrell will go down to the bullpen once again.
One ball, 2 strikes. JB grounds one over to second. Pedroia has it. 1 down. John Farrell making the move. One batter retired by Breslow in this inning. Got a pitching change. 5-2 Boston. That is coming up on July 16th. The best and brightest in the American League and the National League. July 16th, 7:30 Eastern, only on Fox. As a matter of fact, the selection show is happening tomorrow on Fox. Mike Trout's going to be, well, we figure he'll be one of the starters for the American League. 2 outs, pardon me, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Junichi Tazawa will step to the mound to face the aforementioned Mike Trout.
Zawa fastball 91 to 95, slider, curveball, and split finger fastball. Throws about 30% of his pitches split finger fastballs.
Trout tonight 1 for 2, a double, a walk, and a fly ball to right.
Only just 4 walks, 38 innings pitched, 43 strikeouts.
Tazawa had some pretty incredible numbers last year when he got to the big leagues with Boston. 37 games, a 1-1 mark, and a 1.43 ERA as he started the year in Pawtucket. An ERA under 3. Is a free agent, international free agent, back in 2008 with Boston. Makes his home in Yokohama, Japan. Double that Trout had in the first inning, his 26th of the year. First one's in for a strike. Bullpen for Boston this year, 15-11 mark, 4.04 ERA. 0-2.
Looked like the split finger fastball.
Tazawa ready. Now the 0-2. In the air to right. Victorino is playing him shallow and toward the line. 2 outs. We'll bring up Albert. Stick around after the last out. The Angels live postgame presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Michael Eaves and Tim Salmon will break it all down. Good to see Fish back. Haven't seen him in a while.
It's been a couple weeks at least.
Yeah. Albert 0 for 3 tonight. Swings and drives one out toward left. That falls in for a base hit. So Albert picks up a 2-out base hit in the 8th. Keeps getting alive for Mark Trumbo.
Seen this Angel club come back often late in games in this last stretch of ball games. Certainly with the power that Trumbo has, one swing, all of a sudden you're only down by 1 run.
Red Sox will get that bullpen going once again. Trumbo 0 for 3 tonight. Fly ball to right. A couple of ground balls to the left side of the infield. One ball, no strikes. Nava playing behind Pujols at first.
Tazawa has allowed 6 home runs this year.
Andrew Miller, the big lefty, getting ready. Two balls, no strikes. Base hit by Albert with 2 outs here in the 8th. Just the 6th hit for the Angels tonight. Two-0 pitch. Looks at a strike.
I think Mark would like that pitch back again. He threw a 2-1 forkball to Trumbo.
Howie Kendrick on deck. Pujols at first. 2 outs here in the 8th. 3-1 pitch. A fastball there. right through it. It's a full count. Pujols will take off with the pitch now.
Challenge him at 94.
Now the 3-2. This was fouled off to the right. Albert will head back to first base. Albert again will take off with the pitch. And a 3-2. This one's fouled back. That pitch had a lot of movement in on the hands of Trumbo.
And he's got a good power fastball. Four-seamer with great running action. Lateral upward action. The four-seamer.
Sneaky movement. 37,092 in the house tonight. Boston scored 2 in the second, 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th. The Angels with solo runs in the 3rd and 4th. And yet another 3-2. Fouled straight back.
Real good swing at that one that time. Wouldn't be surprised if he throws him a forkball now. Fastball was inner half. He just missed that one. Next pitch will be pitch number 9 for this at bat for Trumbo.
Eight in the books here at the Big A as Trumbo strikes out swinging. Into the 9th, and it's 5-2 Boston.
Scoring going early for the Red Sox. That base hit got by J.B. Shuck, allowing 2 runs to score, giving the Red Sox an early lead. But Howie Kendrick going the other way, ties it up with a solo shot. Then Boston regains the lead when the ball went off the glove of Josh Hamilton. The second error in the outfield for the Halos tonight. Shuck one, Hamilton another, and then David Ortiz coming off the bench. Pinch hit, 2-run home run, giving the Red Sox a 5-2 lead here as the Red Sox come up here in the top of the 9th.
Michael Kahn takes over on the mound as the Angels trail at 5-2 here in the ninth. The Angels, by the way, 3-13 this season when committing 2 or more errors in a ball game. 0-8 at home.
Well, during this streak in which they've been successful, we talked about how well the defense has been playing. A couple miscues today of the Red Sox, a couple runs, the difference in the game.
Michael Kahn takes over. He'll face 2, 3, and 4. Victorino spins around a hit from the left side, swings to the first one and pops it up. Left side of the infield, Eric Ibar with the call. 1 out. Victorino 1 for 5 in the night. Boston has racked out 12 hits tonight. 10 against CJ, 2 against Shane De La Rosa. As Koji Uehara gets ready. De La Rosa won an inning and a third. 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 runs scored, both earned. That home run that Ortiz hit. Here's Pedroia, 1 for 4, singled back into third. Evens up the count. Kahn pitched last night, inning in the third, 2 strikeouts, very solid, looked great. Perhaps Kahn starting to inch his way toward that 8th inning type of role, or given the opportunity anyway.
His fastball command, his slider last night was outstanding.
1 and 2.
We talk about perfect location, 95 on the outside corner.
Troy going to miss. Down goes Pedroia, 2 down.
That's some gas. 95 right down the middle by Pedroia. He challenged the fastball right down the heart of the plate and a swing and miss. We're feeling more and more comfortable throwing those strikes for Michael Kahn.
So 2 outs, nobody on for Napoli. 0 for 4 tonight. The Angels in the bottom of the 9th inning have Kendrick, Hamilton, and Kayaspo coming up. So Uehara will be the pitcher. The Angels scored 3 last night in the 9th inning. So capable of doing it once again, but Uehara has been again good for Boston. Two and 0. In the air to right center field, a towering shot. Mike Trout back at the wall, and it is 6-2 Red Sox. A monster home run hit by Mike Napoli, 10th of the year.
His 13th career home run off his former teammates. Well, he had 1 or 2 good swings against C.J. Wilson on a baseball that was away against him, and that was a fastball away. This is elevated, and Napoli so strong. And this baseball went well up in the hitter's eye, dead center field.
That's Bo Jackson territory.
Just going to say that.
Gomes fouls it back.
First home run since June 1st for Mike Napoli.
It's really just his 4th extra base hit since June the 1st. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third home run that Kahn has allowed. Andrew Bailey has joined the bullpen mound with Uehara. 2-1 now. 6-2 Boston here in the ninth. Two on to Gomes. Pops this one up on the first base side. Trumbo near the bag. Puts it away. Boston tacks on a run. We will head to the bottom of the ninth. It'll be Kendrick, Hamilton, and Cayasco due up with the Angels down by 4. And there's a new pitcher on the mound for the Red Sox as Koji Uehara comes into the ball game. Mentioned he's thrown the ball well. 39th game this year. 2-0 mark, a 2 ERA. Has 5 saves on the season.
Uehara fastball 88 to 93. Cut fastball, curveball, split finger fastball. Great numbers. 51 strikeouts in 36 innings pitched. Just 8 walks.
Howie tonight 1 for 3. A home run and a couple of strikeouts. Bouncer back toward the middle. Pedroia to his right has it. Gets rid of it quickly, and there's the first out. Story tonight is twofold in that the Angels never figured out Felix Dubron. And even though they had a 2-2 tie for an extended period of time throughout this game, 2 big errors. JB Shucks out in left field in the 2nd inning. And then Josh Hamilton's, which should have closed out the 7th inning, tied at 2. Led to a run and put Boston back on top 3-2, and then De La Rosa gave up the home run, followed by the home run that Kahn gave up in the top of this inning.
Yeah, a couple big late home runs for the Red Sox, expanded that lead for them.
Hamilton 1 for 3 tonight. Single back to the 2nd and infield single. There's Hamilton, 2 down. Joe Kayaspa will come up with 2 outs. Nobody on. Lost tonight. The Angels will lose a game in the standings, with Oakland and Texas both having won tonight.
I mean, especially after all that energy picked up with that comeback win last night. Well, C.J. Wilson certainly did his part. He threw the ball very, very well.
C.J. got himself into some trouble in that second with the 2 walks. As Kayaspa pulls it over to first, Nava will take it himself, and Boston takes game 1 of this 3-game set by the final of 6-2.
Well, what it came down to is the Red Sox took advantage of some mistakes made in the field by the Angels. DeBron threw the ball very well. David Ortiz coming off the bench, big 2-run home run. Late home run by Mike Napoli. Bottom part of the order, though, for the Red Sox, very, very productive. That 6, 7, and 8 spot. Had a number of hits, 7 total. Those 3 spots in the lineup as the Red Sox win game 1 of this 3-game series 6-2.
And DeBron picks up the win, and C.J. Wilson takes the loss. No save in this one. 6-2 the final. Jerome Williams and Ryan Dempster tomorrow night at 7:05. Stick around. Angels Live is coming up next.